Hello, everybody, and welcome to the new Bat Friends Adventures, episode number 108. I'm one of your hosts, Chris, alongside the world champion, Joe. Hey, Joe.
So I was watching this movie the other day. It really raised some interesting questions.
Did you know that 9/11 was an inside joke?
You know, it's funny.
Is it too soon?
Yeah, you know what? It's been 20 years in a few months. I think it's exactly right. Sorry I was late. I had a layover at the Empire State Building. I get why people didn't laugh at that, but that is funny to think back on. You know that, right?
No.
Have you ever watched The Aristocrats?
No.
Okay, go. When you go home, look on YouTube. I think it's on YouTube. Find it illegally because it can't be legally released. Yeah, I said it. Penn and Emery, who made the fucking movie, don't care, so fuck off. They were making this movie because there's the... Do you know about the Aristocrats joke?
No.
Okay. Aristocrats joke is traditionally a comedian's joke. So it's not something you tell on stage. It's something when the guys are sitting backstage, and old-timers mostly, you tell it to fucking get each other going. Because the joke is, family walks into a talent agency. We got an act. Talent agent goes, what's the act? And then you improv the most horrific things you can think of for however long you want to go. And then the punchline is always that the act ends with, the Aristocrats.
Okay.
So, it was kind of a rite of passage of people within comedy circles and whatever. So, Penn and the guy that did The Green Room, Paul Provenza, and Emery, I think, was a producer on it or something, were making this movie. And what they would do is they were talking to all these comedians. Now, this was back around 2000, 2001. So they had Carlin, they had Drew Carey, they had Saget, they had all these people. And they would ask him about the joke, and then they would all tell their own version of the joke. It's tremendous. While they were filming this, 9/11 happened. And there was the Friars Club dinner. It was a roast for somebody. I forget who the roast was for. A week or two after 9/11. And Gilbert Gottfried goes up to roast and is doing his set. And I think it might have been the opening line was, I'm sorry I'm late. My plane had a layover at the Empire State Building. At which point, the room becomes freezing cold because it's a week after 9/11. And Gilbert, in a panic, looks out and goes, so a family walks into a talent agency and starts to tell an Aristocrats joke. And because he's friends with Provenza and Penn, so they're like, oh, he's going to do a Friars Club roast. Let's go, we'll film some of the Friars Club roast and we'll ask him about the joke. And then that happened. And then, like, when they were actually doing media for the movie, for the documentary, that was kind of the through line, and that kind of became the piece, because it's like, he makes a 9/11 joke, which bombs, so he makes an Aristocrats joke. But no, it's a lot of fun. Because it's not just that, it's also all the comedians talking about humor and pushing the boundaries and, blah, 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 blah. Sarah Silverman's version of it has her accusing another comedian of raping her. That's a funny moment.
Oh, she's in it?
She was younger. She's fine.
I don't care for her.
Okay, fine. She's in it for like 5 minutes. I don't care for her. It's a 2-hour fucking movie.
Oh, it's too long.
You get to hear Drew Carey say awful things.
I do love Drew Carey.
And Saget, and this was when Saget was doing the comedy clubs, but he hadn't done the specials yet. So, like, public consciousness, he was still Dad from Full House. Yeah. So Saget's sitting there being Saget, telling this awful joke in his Saget way. I love the Aristocrats. And then it sounds just close enough to that Disney movie that everybody always fucks it up to.
Dave Smith's coming to Rochester.
Who the fuck is Dave Smith?
You know who Dave Smith is?
Nope.
Okay, then never mind. He's a comedian.
Must be a great one.
He is. I really like him. Oh.
See how much we love this episode, guys? I just talked about the aristocrats for 20 minutes.
3 episodes and we're done with this garbage.
Yeah.
So we're about to watch episode 22 of the new Batman Adventures. Titled Chemistry. Written by Stan Berkowitz. I don't know how I got Berkowitz out of that.
Fucking white people.
And directed by Butch Lukic. Listen, my people took over his country, so...
No, that's not how that worked. It's not how that worked at all. Y'all motherfuckers need history.
This episode's so bad.
It made me laugh where I'm like, oh, Veronica Freeland's getting married. Weird. Oh, look, there's that bitch none of us have ever met before.
Are we all so happy that she caught the roses?
Excuse me, I have a camera. Would you like to take your tops off? With the fellow who caught the garter. That's a weird tradition that I'm glad is kind of going away.
Can you hold the garter up a little bit?
Yeah. It's like, well, I guess. Is this what a person does?
So strange.
And with pantyhose, who needs them anymore? I mean, she's right. She's not wrong. My prom date wore a garter. I wore it around my rearview mirror for months afterwards. I really did.
I did not go to prom.
Look, you missed out.
I went to the after party.
I shared a meme the other day. It was chemistry, Bruce. Yeah, sure. Yesterday, actually. It was a guy dancing kind of awkwardly. And it was just... No one likes the way I dance. But that's their loss. I don't dance for them. I dance for the glory of Lord Cthulhu. And I'm like, yep, share. Oh, that's something I really don't like that's coming up too, actually, in Beware the Creeper and Judgment Day. The sexual innuendo that just isn't necessary and really feels creepy to me. Like, I don't know what happened to Bruce Timm between the good show and this, but something did, and he should talk to somebody. This makes me laugh. Just smiley Batman. And everyone being like, why are you fucking happy? You're Batman.
I just finished season 1 of Batman The Adventure Continues.
Oh, yeah, the comic.
Yeah, in which they do the whole Red Hood thing.
Okay.
And they literally sit down and explain to Tim...
how do they do the Red Hood thing in that, though?
They literally sit Tim down and explain to him that Jason was Robin for like a week, but he was such a little shit.
Christ's sakes.
It wasn't really a week, but it was like a short period of time.
Right.
He was a shitty person.
Sure.
So Bruce is going to be like, you can't be Robin anymore, and then Joker
beat
kills
him to death?
Yeah.
So then we all felt bad because the shithead got his head caved in. That's why you just don't...
But now season 2 started, and they're doing Court of Owls.
Remember when you said I should read that for the show? You wanted me to read that fucking comic. You were
I wanted
wrong.
to do this for the show.
You were wrong.
But how they get to Court of Owls is through Dead Man, which makes me happy.
That's fine. But this...
I didn't say you should read it. I remember I texted you and I said, hey, this is coming out. Do you want to do it for the show? Was my question.
Yes.
Me knowing that you didn't want to, but I had to ask.
Well, I didn't know how much I was going to hate this yet. And I mean, I'm sure, if I remember who's working on that book, I like everyone involved in that book, but just stop. It's like, I read the Ultimate books as they were coming out. I didn't start right when they started, but I caught up within the first year or two.
The what books?
Ultimates.
Okay, that's what I thought you said.
Yeah. And what really started to kill me, so the Ultimates were supposed to be a fresh take on all these characters to be more, accessible to a new generation. And then what all the creators started to do was take all the mainstream shit that was bogging everything down and bring it over to Ultimates. And it's like, you fucking lost the plot. So, Batman the Animated Series. The best version of Batman that exists. If you disagree, you are wrong. Then gets made into this bullshit. And then they continue this bullshit. And they bring in shitty DC Comics ideas. Well, Red Hood and fucking Court of Owls. Court of Owls is a pile of fucking garbage.
Brave and the Bold wasn't before this.
What?
Brave and the Bold wasn't before this.
I didn't say Brave and the Bold.
You said the best Batman.
Yeah, Batman the Animated Series.
And then...
I know what I said. I didn't say second best. I said best.
I love animated series. It's a
Brave and Bold is
thing
great.
In my life, I like Brave and the Bold way more.
But Brave and Bold is not the best version of Batman. Brave and Bold's fun. And it's silly and I love it. But like, as a I never noticed Jason Blood before. Because I didn't give a shit about this episode. But like, as a synthesis of what Batman is as a character.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it walks that
I'll
line.
give you that, yeah.
It's not just always, my parents are dead.
It was a lot of my parents are dead.
It was more than I thought. But
we haven't talked about this on the show yet. Because fuck this episode.
hold on, real quick, because I just remembered it, and it's going to keep coming up, but I just thought of it too, because it comes up with Penguin, which is in Judgment Day. Yeah, you two should fuck. Bruce Timm.
We need a new Robin.
So this is my point about how something happened to Bruce Timm. All of the criminals getting hot thugs. Like that, no.
We need sexy thugs.
It works for Penguin. I'll give you Penguin. Because Penguin's trying to go legit. And so, you know, having some cute girls that can also kick some ass makes sense. Mr. Freeze should not have pretty thugs. That's stupid. I actually have a t-shirt idea for that I haven't drawn yet, but I think it's going to be hilarious if I can get it even halfway to what I want it to be. But that's going to be off air, because I think it's so good.
Just Mr. Freeze's sexy thugs makes me laugh.
It just annoys me. And it's just, he starts giving them to like everybody. And it's like, no.
That woman just got raped.
Yep. By a fucking plant.
A
Spoiler
marijuana
alert.
plant.
Spoiler alert. Okay, what were you going to say that was wrong?
I forget.
When you said this isn't... We haven't done this on the show.
Oh. Did you see Bruce Timm's new cartoon coming out?
It's something where people are fucking or something. I don't know what.
Batman the Cape Crusader.
Yeah. It's HBO Max.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And it's...
Like, I like Bruce Timm. There was in previews. Yeah, in previews. There was like the good girl. There's a book. There's an art book where it's the good girl pinup art of Bruce Timm. Like I've told you about that. Like I like his aesthetic. I think he has had some good ideas. But like, yeah, it's just I don't know what happened. But he just needs to take a break. Maybe his dick is frozen. I hope it's not. Motherfucker's got money. It should not be frozen. But thaw that shit out, dude. My dick is frozen and I'm not acting this way.
Am I the only one, though, when they only showed an image for that show?
What show?
Cape Crusader.
Okay.
Am I the only one that just really dislikes the pointy, like the long, pointy ears?
You're not the only one. There's definitely a section of people that just don't. I don't mind it. It's more, I don't like it getting mixed in. Like, if you're going for a certain era of Batman, they have him have the fucking crazy ears is fine. But if it's like, if one episode, all of a sudden, this Batman just showed up with fucking crazy long ears, I'd be like, what the fuck?
When they go back and they do, like, Detective 27 Bat, like, you know, they do, like, that
or like,
era.
I don't mind, because I think it's, what is it, Doug Jones? Like, if they do horror issues, and, like, so when he's more of this, like, gnarled, the way he hunches over and shit, I don't mind that either. Because that's where that really came out, too.
Yeah.
When they got kind of spooky with him.
But like when they go back and show the beginnings, when he has the
but like
purple
superhero
gloves.
Batman, like I'm gonna punch my way out of
Yeah.
problems. I don't like him with the long ears because it doesn't fit the aesthetic.
So when they do like original Batman with the purple gloves and all that,
Yeah.
I don't mind the pointy ears because it fits into it. But like we've gotten to a point where we perfected the length of the ear.
Yeah,
We don't need long pointy ear Batman.
right.
And that was as soon as I saw that image, I was like, Bruce, you fucked up.
Well, and that's the problem, and I feel like it comes a little obvious in some of these episodes too, where it's too much of him just hero worshipping the people that he liked when he was growing up and shit, and trying to like improve on that. And it's like, just you did your own thing, man. Like it's okay, you can keep doing your own thing. I just thought it'd be funny to do. When he said the purple gloves, it'd be funny to have a Batman that had fucking purple briefs. Just because it'd look ridiculous.
It'd be hilarious. This is proof to what we talked about off air about Jeff Johns taking over JSA. Maybe they did.
You had your shot.
They did the animated series.
Yeah. Let
Now
somebody
do
else
something.
do it.
And to be
And
fair,
that's why Brave and Bold worked, because it was completely its own thing.
Well, I was going to say, to be fair, they did do something else after animated series. They did Superman the animated series. But maybe don't go back to the well after that.
Right.
They should have gone straight into Justice League after this. Or after Superman.
Yeah. Yeah, because if you didn't do this, and you have the couple crossover, which I didn't realize when I was looking at Max, I didn't realize how short Superman was.
It was like 2 seasons.
It's 3 seasons, but it's like 40 or 50 episodes.
Yeah, it didn't go that long.
But yeah, you have a couple Batman crossovers, and you already have some of the DCU in Batman. Well, they did bring it in here, but you had it in somewhere a little bit before too. And then you go into Justice League. That makes sense. But like, it's just because they don't know what to fucking do. This is weird. They don't know what to fucking do besides Batman. Let's just make another Batman show. That always sells. What makes me laugh too is that she's already done this gimmick before, kind of. Like that looks like the fucking when she had her family, and the sons would turn into the dad.
The mutant fetuses.
Yeah, ripping off his skin is weird. That was something that no one needed to see. And it's grabbing my dick.
Quick, Barbara, I can't die a virgin.
Nah, I'm over the age of consent. I'm not going to jail.
Listen, Bruce is a billionaire. They can get away with it. I'm sure he's friends with Epstein.
No, he's married now. He can't get away with it anymore.
Yeah, he's friends with Epstein. It's fine. And they can fly now.
Yeah, why not? No, they get the fucking... Da-na-na-na-na. I mean, I'm sure all those chemicals that Ivy had there were not dangerous in any way whatsoever.
No, probably makes them super fast. Which, by the way, I don't read Flash because it's awful. But an article popped up in my timeline where apparently in the most recent episode or issue of Flash, he goes back in time and somehow Hitler gets speed powers.
Alright, Chris is going to do the rest of this episode by himself.
So, he really hates Jews, and he's super fast.
They did not see that coming.
I'm going to Hollywood jail. I got in trouble on Facebook for that.
I think you told me that. You need to find new problems, because you need to tell them you too many of the same ones.
That's probably a good sign, then.
No, because you're still obsessing about them.
No,
at least I have new shit every time.
I just forget that I tell you things and I have to tell you again, because why not? Was it Flash 770?
Hold on, it makes me laugh that, like, Bruce hears them being like, man, my wife's perfect, and he's like, something's wrong. It's like, she's been agreeing with everything you've been saying this whole time, and now you're like, nah, there's some bullshit going on. Why are you sweating chlorophyll? Chlorophyll, more like borophyll.
All right, everybody. These are spoilers for Flash 770. This is from ScreenRant.com to give everybody proper credit. In the latest issue of DC Comics The Flash, a very overwhelmed Wally West just faced Adolf Hitler, who had superpowers. In the latest Flash series, Wally has been going on a journey through time just after he decides to retire, which goes to what we talked about earlier. Like, don't go back in time, Flash. The past few... Now the Speed Force has put the Flash face to face with the Fuhrer, but Wally's mind has been put into the body of Jay Garrick for some reason. I don't know. Hitler's really fast.
That's blackface. No, it's whiteface. It's whitewashing. It's whitewashing. That's race bending. It's wrong somehow. I don't know how. It's still wrong. He's cut off his wife's dick.
Oh, we get to the part where you realize he's been fucking a plant this whole time.
Listen, it's all pink on the inside. You brought you brought up stupid DC fucking Nazi speedsters. No. Mr. Fantastic the Plant here. Mr. Plantastic.
This is the Floronic Man. He's made of marijuana.
Why does he have stretchy arms? Piccolo? I thought we were like plant people. No, we're more like space slugs. Huh. She is a plant kraken. How? I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out here.
None of it makes sense. It's all dumb.
I'm really confused. There's a marijuana man, there's a plant kraken.
I mean, marijuana
Bruce
man would make more sense. I would also fuck a plant if it looked like a pretty lady. I'm lonely.
This Joe Pank at Joe Meets World at gmail.com.
Joe Meets World Pod. Jesus. Someone's gonna be getting some emails they don't understand. No, they're not. Nobody listens to this. Hey, we found a bunch of chemicals in Ivy's laboratory that totally kills the things that Ivy made. I know it doesn't make much sense, but hey, I got a backpack on.
We only got 2 minutes left in this episode, so we gotta go.
Yep, everything's gotta die. It's okay. What was the episode before this?
Before this?
Oh yeah, it was Mad Love.
Mad Love,
but
yeah.
Girls' Night Out was before that. Cause I'm like, why isn't Harley hanging out with Ivy? These episodes are all out of order anyway.
Well, yeah, they're all messed up because at one point, isn't there an episode about how Harley is no longer hanging out with Joker? Or am I mixing things up?
I don't know. Not counting World's Finest, we were having the discussion one night, I think maybe it was for Girls' Night Out, where you're like, yeah, this is from 98, and when I looked up Judgment Day, I forget why I looked it up. When I looked it up, that was from like 95. So these are all out of order. Because, why would they care about anything?
It doesn't make them...
Oh, that was part of it too. Because what was it? There was an episode where we're like, oh yeah, it's the last Joker story. And then Joker pops up again. Can't keep a good Joker down.
Well, to be fair, I'm pretty sure they kill him again in a few episodes.
No, because he only shows up once more.
Yeah, and someone dies in that episode. I thought it was Joker.
No.
I mean, not really dies, but they die.
Nah, he's fine. Oh, Ivy dies. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Why not? Sure, why not? Seems legit. Too legit. Too legit to quit. Hey. I'm just gonna play my Marvel game now because fuck this episode. I didn't like it when I first watched it, and I really don't like it now.
Yeah.
Because it's like the whole premise of it is Bruce is acting out of character, and it's like, yeah, and then what's the payoff? He's pheromones and shit. Like he's literally breaking character, but nobody could talk to him because he's an asshole. Because he's fucking Bruce Wayne. AOL keyword. Remember when that was the thing? I don't, because I was a man. I didn't fucking use AOL. I was an adult, even when I was a child.
So I guess we'll get out of this one quick. Joe, where can we find you on the internet?
JoePank.com. There's things there. You go to clicksnexus.com. You can follow me on Twitter. Joe Pank. Thulu Holmes. They'll get you there. Instagram, JoePank36. You know. Fun stuff. Maybe you should search for Yambar on Facebook, because there's a t-shirt out right now that is going to go towards his scholarship that I ordered mine last night. And in the future, there may be more. And if you want official Bat Friends merchandise, because I'm not saying new Bat Friends, because that's dumb, you can go to enjoyyourfrozendick.com. And that's the only place to get your official Bat Friends merchandise. New design, possibly coming soon. Who knows? You buy stuff, I'll make more. How about that? I'll make that bargain with you.
Sounds like a good trade. You can find me at Fortress Chris on Twitter, and review the show and all that if you're actually listening to this, because we need more reviews. Bye, everybody.
I got nothing. I got nothing but Court Owl's bullshit.